Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday edition of Thoroughbred Action here from Gulfstream Park. Jason Blewett joining you here in Silks. Place is rocking, Easter weekend underway, and we've got Pete Aiello with much, much more.
12 races on the Saturday program in South Florida. We did have some overnight rain, so the turf course labeled good. However, the main track was fast, and it was a beautiful day all afternoon. First of the day over the main track at 6 furlongs, maiden claimers of the $10,000 variety. Scratch number 3, Starship Saturn, a field of 7. The favorite was the 5, Sky Chaser. And they're off at Gulfstream. And Sky Chaser begins very well, and she'll look to establish the lead. Up on the outside, Valerie Queen comes away in second. From between horses, Touch of Dixie looking for racing room. Country Strong is next toward the rail. Out wide is Lion Diva ahead of Buena Moza, and One Classy Lady is last of all behind Sky Chaser, who has the lead. Sky Chaser and Miguel Vasquez on the class drop lead Valerie Queen by a length and a quarter. Racing in third is Touch of Dixie, trying to secure the rail is Country Strong fourth. Buena Moza is next with Lion Diva, and the trailer One Classy Lady. 23-1 for a casual opening quarter speed, and Miguel Vasquez has hold of Sky Chaser. She's in front 3 parts of a length. On the outside, the debut runner Valerie Queen hangs with her from second. Buena Moza's in striking distance third. Country Strong a driven fourth. The rest will have to hurry up and do it soon with a quarter of a mile left to get. 47 seconds for the opening half mile. Off the turn in the stretch drive, and Sky Chaser is getting away. Sky Chaser now puts 5 on the field. Toward the inside, Country Strong has rallied to take second. Buena Moza's on the outside of Valerie Queen, then One Classy Lady, but 6-5, and Sky Chaser a long gone winner. Sky Chaser humbles them, wins by maybe 10. Second, Country Strong. Third, One Classy Lady, then Buena Moza and Valerie Queen. When handicapping maiden claiming races at Gulfstream Park, especially on the bottom, try to find a new face. If you found the new face here, everybody did. It was the 5 Sky Chaser who responds to the class drop and gets the victory under Miguel Vasquez for Sundance Stable, Ron Spatz. 1 Country Strong completes a formful exacta, and the 4 One Classy Lady completes the formful try. To the second race now, a start of an early pick 4 here, claimers at 1 mile, price tag $6,250. Field of 8 signed on, hammered to the favorite was number 4, Chirping. And they're off. Clean beginning for Spa Jazz toward the inside. The drawing away horses away well, Chirping and Mosca, but from the far outside, Pirate's Treasure looking to cross over, and Paco puts Pirate's Treasure on a clear lead. Spa Jazz moves to challenge second with Chirping alongside third. Racing in fourth is Mosca. These top 4 have gone well ahead of the others. Back racing in fifth now is Cool Mover. Then from the inside goes Mr. McFadden. At the back, Mass Approval, and in between horses is Manhattan Project. So they go down the backstretch and complete the opening quarter. 5 furlongs left to race. The advantage to Pirate's Treasure and Paco Lopez by 2. Chirping is second, Spa Jazz is third. These top 3 still have big-time separation on fourth running Mr. McFadden. A Manhattan Project is next, 4 wide Cool Mover, 3 wide Mosca, and the trailer is Mass Approval. Around the far turn they go. They went 47 seconds for a half mile, and Chirping is starting to gain ground on Pirate's Treasure up front. Pirate's Treasure with the lead, Miguel Vasquez and Chirping alongside second. Spa Jazz a driven third. 5 lengths back to Cool Mover, who tries a 3 wide bid while 10 lengths behind, and a quarter of a mile left to go. Chirping, he looks like he wants to get out of touch, but he's still doing enough work to get the lead. Trying to fight on second is Pirate's Treasure. 3 back to Spa Jazz third. The rest are just too far back. 3 quarters, 1:12-1. Now there's 3/16 to go. Chirping has the lead. Pirate's Treasure back for a little bit more toward the inside second. Spa Jazz down the stand side is third. In deep stretch, Chirping has the lead. He's driven out. Chirping has the lead. Back to second, Pirate's Treasure. It's Chirping in front. Pirate's Treasure second, Spa Jazz third, then Mr. McFadden and Mass Approval. Give Miguel Vasquez the early daily double as number 4, Chirping, responds to the class drop and wins for Drawing Away Stable and Jorge Delgado. 8 Pirate's Treasure second, 1 Spa Jazz ran third. Time for a commercial timeout. We'll be right back.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm. breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon. Maiden Claimers on turf at 5 furlongs. Price tag here $12,500. Scratch the alternates 13 through 15. Favorites were 3, Another Softball, and 7, Over Leveraged. And they're off. Level beginning. From the center, Over Leveraged, ridden hard to try to get the lead, but Another Softball has enough speed to get in front. Drill Down Dude moves to him on the far outside with Mr. Storm between horses. Then Shanghai Levi. Far outside goes Listen to the Lion with Very Amusing next. 2 back to Over Leveraged, who was just flat out outsprinted. Crammy Boy's on his outside. Then Prolific Runner with My Man Mike, and Valid Exchange is last. And Barrios and Another Softball are first. It's Another Softball in front by a length and a half. 3 wide Drill Down Dude up on the inside, an Awesome Stack. Then it's a gap of a length and a half to Very Amusing, who tries to tack on from 5th, behind an opening quarter of 22 and 2. With the advantage, it's still Another Softball. Toward the inside, Awesome Stack tries to thread the needle at a big price. Down the center and Drill Down Dude, widest of all and Very Amusing. 1/8 of a mile to go. Another Softball still has the lead. Awesome Stack continues to charge toward the rail. Drill Down Dude on the outside, but through it all, it's Another Softball to break the maiden today. Awesome Stack is second in 57 and 4. Well, they've tried just about everything with Another Softball to try to get him that elusive maiden diploma, and today he gets it as he goes 5 furlongs on the turf and finds a field to his liking, winning under Hector Barrios for Kathy Manjin and Renzo Bontempo. Second, number 2, Awesome Stack, ahead of number 10, Drill Down Dude, who ran third. We move to the fourth race now, a 6 furlong starter allowance. A scratch of 8 steady earner left us with a field of 7, heavily favored. Number 4, First Deal. And they're off. The favorite, First Deal, was actually one of the last to get underway. Good start for Leaky Cup, who's heading off for the early lead. Rayo, My King, comes away in second. Up on the outside goes Smoker from third. In between horses, Joe DiBaggio, Smooth As is at the rail. Then First Deal, who have to learn a new trick while 3 wide, and held up at the back is Elgin Escape. They pass the half mile and move to the far turn. Leaky Cup in the 2-path under Edgar Zayas with the advantage. Long shot Rayo, My King, dogs from the inside second. Joe DiBaggio third, First Deal working hard fourth. Back to 5th and retreating is Smoker, then Elgin Escape, and Smooth As. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter speed. Of the top 5, Leaky Cup doing the best work. Leaky Cup now widens to a 2.5 length lead. Back to second, Rayo, My King. First Deal is in a world of hurt. Third and trying to gain some ground. Then Joe DiBaggio and Smoker as they race for home. 46 seconds for the opening half mile. Zayas took a peek over his shoulder and instantly had a big smile as he knows he's got it all locked up. As Leaky Cup is 6 on top and still moving away. First Deal is going to try to hold on to second with Smoker in third, but it's all about Leaky Cup for Raputi Stables, a 5-length winner. First Deal second, Smoker third, Rayo, My King finish fourth. Number 4, First Deal, has to settle for second as number 6, Leaky Cup, proves his last effort was no fluke as he had something in the tank again today, winning easy under Edgar Zayas for Raputi Stable and trainer Antonio Sano. 4, First Deal second ahead of the 7, Smoker, who ran third. The 5th race of the afternoon was the first of 2 stakes on the day. Start of the middle pick 4. This was the game phase. 3-year-old fillies at 7 furlongs. Scratch the 1 and 5. All the money for 3, a bit of both. And 4, Karama. And they're off in the game phase. And a bit of both broke to the outside and slammed into Karama. Good news for Talkback, who has a clear path and goes right to the lead. A bit of both moves to challenge from second. Up on the outside, getting warmer, is now third. Karama is off the speed, racing in fourth. And at the inside, Amy Farrah Fowler is last of all, with now 4.5 furlongs left to go. With the advantage, it's a bit of both, and Jockey Paco Lopez 3 parts of a length in front. From the outside, Talkback is there second, Karama third. Back to fourth goes Getting Warmer, and Amy Farrah Fowler held up at the back under Villa Gomez through a 22-1 opening quarter. Inside half a mile to go, now the 2 favorites are first and second. A bit of both has the jump on Karama and leads a length and a quarter. On the outside, Getting Warmer is now third. That's all for Talkback. She's retreated to last, passed inside by Amy Farrah Fowler, and here's the matchup. A bit of both on the inside, Karama striding forward on the outside. These two have put 4 lengths on Getting Warmer, who's a clear third with a 1/4 mile left to go. It's a bit of both who hugs the inside and still has the lead through a 45-second half mile. mile. Karama flat to the boards and not gaining second. Back to third and getting warmer. Eighth of a mile to go. Just light handling here from Paco Lopez, and it's all about a bit of both. A bit of both, 3 to 5 and going like one. She'll win it as much as she wants, 5 or 6 in the end. Karama will salvage second and getting warmer third.
The two favorites hooked up inside the final 5/16, but number 3, a bit of both, had speed and the inside edge and drew off to win today's Game Face Stakes under jockey Paco Lopez. For an ownership group of Darsan Inc., David Simon, Bethlehem Stable, Madaket Stable, and Michael Dove. Jason Service, the winning trainer. For Karama second, 6 getting warmer, ran third. We go now to race number 6, a nice field of turf horses at 1 mile and a 16th. Price tag here, $35,000. Scratch the 5 and the 11, a field of 9. The off-time favorites were 3, Tweet Kitten, and 8, Giant Run.
And they're off. Miles of Humor just a step slower than the others. Good start in the center for Bold Daddy, and toward the inside, Tweet Kitten. They're the first 2 out, and they move 3 ahead of Unbridled Holiday, who's at the rail third. Giant Run is next, and out wide is Tusk. Length and a half back to Blue Harbor, who's down toward the inside. Saving ground is Marshaletti to race about 4 lengths off the lead. Whiskey and Roses is second last, and the early trailer, Miles of Humor. They make their way around the first turn, left alone up front. Paco Lopez and Tweet Kitten turn into the backstretch on top by a comfortable 2. Bull Daddy is second. Giant Run on the outside is now third. Wide on the course is the gray. He's trying to move up. That's Tusk. Then in between horses goes Blue Harbor. Pace is really slowing down mid-flight. Then back to the outside in Whiskey and Roses ahead of Marshaletti. Miles of Humor is still last of all, but they really slowed down the second quarter, and Tweet Kitten getting everything his own way. Tweet Kitten in the colors of USA Thoroughbreds to the half-mile juncture in front to half a length. Bold Daddy and Panici now starting to turn up the pressure a bit second. Unbridled Holiday sequestered at the rail third. Out wide is Tusk. From between horses, it's Blue Harbor. Also right there and trying to keep his spot. He's 3 wide and covered up. It's Giant Run. Then back to the outside and Whiskey and Roses ahead of Marshaletti, and Miles of Humor is last, and Tweet Kitten is still first. With that patented loose rein, Paco Lopez and Tweet Kitten has the lead. On the outside, Bold Daddy's taking his shot second. Tusk is next. From the back, Marshaletti wheels wide for the drive with Whiskey and Roses, and there's less than a quarter of a mile to go. Bold Daddy now sticks his neck on top. Tusk down the center. Blue Harbor in between horses, and a late run from Whiskey and Roses on the grandstand side, and Marshaletti is still closing. Many chances here. They're 5 across the course as they come to the wire. Blue Harbor gets the nod.
Big upset here as the son of Rockport Harbor, Blue Harbor, turns back the edge of time and gets the victory under a strong ride from Nick Juarez. Used to be quite reliable and gets back to those winning ways. For trainer Ron Spatz, his second training victory of the day. Domino Enterprises, the winning owner. 6, Whiskey and Roses second. 9, Tusk completes the Giant Try. Time for a commercial break. The Rainbow Six sequence is right after this.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Zapper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Go Zapper kicking clear. Judy
the beauty. We're back now for race number 7 on the program, the start of today's Rainbow Six, a 6-furlong allowance optional claiming event with a field of 10. The favorite was number 6, Super Stonehenge.
And they're off. Slow to go, I idolize you. Quick to go was Logsden, moving between horses, running for Riz with his patented early speed. He's up to be second. Salambo's on the outside, splitting horses Kong style. Super Stonehenge is off near the back of the field. In fact, he's last of all as Tomato Gator taps on the brakes while in tight inside. As they make their way to the half-mile pole, the entire field separated by 6 lengths. It's a 4-way go up front. Salambo's on the far outside. 3 wide Kong style toward the rail, running for Riz. Logsden calls it an afternoon. Polar Jet running home for Victor LeBron. He'll need lead someplace to go. He's looking to angle to the outside. No, he's not. He's looking to thread the needle. A daring move here from Victor LeBron. It did work the other day, and it might work here as he gets through with Polar Jet. Quarter of a mile left to go, and Polar Jet has the lead. He's wanting to get out. Victor doing everything he can to keep him straight as an arrow. He is, and he's in front. 45 and 2 for a half mile. Into the stretch, Polar Jet has the lead. Toward the inside, I Idolize You is coming through to be second. Kong Style is back to third, but this was a heads-up ride and a good one at that from jockey Victor LeBron, and Polar Jet has fled the scene. Polar Jet, a 5-1 winner, wrapped up in 6 clear. I Idolize You second, Coop Tries Harder third, then Kong Style fourth, in 111 fled.
Favorite No Good to start the Rainbow Six. A nice heads-up ride from jockey Victor LeBron, who's relocated his tack to South Florida and has made some favorable impressions. Gets the job done here for Sanford Gold Farm and Jorge Navarro. 5-1 winner, Polar Jet, to start the Rainbow Six. Number 2, I Idolize You was second, and number 7, Coop Tries Harder, ran third. We go to the 8th race now and start the late pick 5 on turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Scratch the 3 and the 11, a field of 9. The off-time favorite was number 2, Ferdinanda.
And they're off. Clean and level beginning. Out wide, Devious Charm begins well and goes looking for the early lead. Moving up on the inside, that's Suede being sent forward to try to get some forward position. Up on the outside, and now moving from the top shelf is Faith and Hope. So Faith and Hope moves up on the outside to challenge and take the lead from Devious Charm, who's back racing in second. Up on the inside and now third is Muchacha Uno. Then back to Suede, who's taken in hand. Up and by her goes Regan's Odyssey. Out wide is Crazy for Sophia. Then it's the big favorite Ferdinanda. And Chilled Milk's at the back with Rose Velvet as they head through the opening quarter mile on 23 and 2. Down the backstretch they go. If you're a 99-1 fan, Faith and Hope is the one for you. And she's front and center on top by 2.5. Regan's Odyssey is second. Muchacha Uno is third. Up on the outside, Crazy for Sophia is wide while racing a joint fourth, then Devious Charm. Ferdinanda, the favorite, in and amongst rivals and starting to progress. Chilled Milk is next with Rose Velvet, and Suede is last. And the favorite, Ferdinanda, is buried in traffic. Paco trying to figure out where he can go here as Chilled Milk gets started on her outside. Then back to Rose Velvet as they run to the top of the stretch. Faith and Hope living to tell the tale. She's still in front. Up on the outside, Devious Charm. Now Ferdinanda will have an opportunity to get a split. She'll have to figure out where to go, but she has some room as they come inside that final furlong. Faith and Hope is responding to Baracco urging, but Ferdinanda has room, and she's just the best horse. Ferdinanda strides forward, right back at her, Devious Charm. Ferdinanda wins. Devious Charm second, Faith and Hope third, then Muchacha Uno in 129 and 4.
The late pick 5 starts with the winning favorite as number 2, Ferdinanda, finally secured racing room and got up to win it under jockey Paco Lopez for trainer Barkley Tagg and owner Ann Backer. Second, number 8, Devious Charm, in a good effort ahead of number 10, Faith and Hope. She was 99-1 and held on for third. Let's go to the 9th race and start the late pick 4, 6.5 furlongs the journey. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch 15 and 16, a field of 14. And as you would imagine, this was a wide open betting race.
And they're off. From the center, KC Two-Step wins the break, moving up to his inside. My Mr. Wonderful sent through now. St. Michael. Zolza wants to be part of the party. Look at him line up here. Yale Deal is toward the rail. Our Boss trying to secure racing room. And up on the outside, KC Two-Step has the lead. Widest of all, Black Pepper into the top flight. Checking back with Zolza. Trying to keep up early is El Zeus. Wider than him is Candy Max. Then it's back to Rigo. Ahead of Don Fager. 3 back to Joe Kane. And Ray Estrays at the back as they make their way to the far turn. Now taking over the lead, Our Boss and Leonel Reyes, a half a length in front. KC Two-Step second. Black Pepper moving up on the outside now third. St. Michael is fourth. Zalza's on a rebid and just took fourth. Zalza's traveling pretty well into the race. Barrios puts him 4 wide to make a move. Then it's a gap of 2 to a retreating El Zeus. Rigo from the back getting around My Mr. Wonderful as KC's Two-Step fights to hold it. Black Pepper on the outside. Our Boss is being outpaced, but Zalza looms a threat on the outside. They win a half mile in 46 and 4, and there's 3/16 to go. Black Pepper has the lead. Zalza doing his rider no favors as he's shifting ground, and he just blew any shot he had to win it as Black Pepper is now kicked away. Black Pepper on the board at 3-1. He'll win by 3. Zalza getting in the whole way, but he'll get second. KC Two-Step third, and Joe Kane ran home for 4th in 119 and 1.
Number 12, Black Pepper, wins the war that was race number 9 on the program, getting the job done at 3-1 under Roberto Alvarado Jr. for Joe Orsino and Jack Hendricks. Second, number 5, Zalza, the original third-place horse. Number 7, Casey Two-Step, was guilty of interference to multiple rivals, disqualified from third, and placed 12th. We go now to the 10th race of the afternoon on the turf at about 7.5 furlongs. Claimers in for $12,500. Scratch the 8, 14, 15, and 16. A field of 12 and another wide open betting race.
And they're off. Moonstricking and Code 77, the first two out. Big Possible ridden for speed on the far outside. In between horses is Sold at War in the blue colors. He lands in the top flight with Fulgencio just off the speed. It's a length and a half back to Didn't Do It, who's a bit keen, and Bragg Dude is down at the rail. Mid-flight, tapping on the brakes, about 7 lengths behind. Then back to Lucky Fast. 3 wide is America's Samard. From between horses, Put the Hat Back. 2.5 to Thorpe Doro, and the trailer is Gradar's Resolve. They roll into the backstretch, the opening quarter quick, 22 and 2, and up the backstretch they go. Moonstricking at a big number, in front by 2, Big Possible second. On the outside, Code 77 is now third. Didn't Do It, tries to secure the rail running. Out wide is Bragg Dude, in between horses Fulgencio. 3 back to Lucky Fast. Gradar's Resolve is on the move wide. America's Samard is next. That's all for Sold at War. And at the back of the field, the trailer is still Thorpe Doro. They take much closer order now, only 7 lengths from first to last, through a wicked half mile of 46 and 4. Back markers certainly have pace to chase as Code 77 and Big Possible kick on. Trying to run between horses is Lucky Fast. He's up to third. Bragg Dude is wide on the course. Thorpe Doro trying to play catch up from last, and they're at the top of the stretch. Big Possible overhauled by Code 77. They both might have to hold off Lucky Fast, who's down the stand side, and a late run from America's Samard. Final 1/8 of a mile. Here's Lucky Fast, and Luca Panici powering past, and it will be Lucky Fast to win it, and win it by 3.5 going away lengths. Code 77 second. America's Samard's in a picture for third with Gradar's Resolve, then Big Possible. All of that, 130 and 2.
9-1 to start the late pick 3 is number 1, Lucky Fast. Continues a great week of race riding for jockey Luca Panici. He won 3 yesterday. He gets the job done here today with his son of Drosselmeyer for Monica Williams and Shamir Mirage. Second, number 3, Code 77, completing an all-Mirage exacta ahead of number 10, America's Samard, who ran third. Time for a commercial break. The late Daily Double is right after this.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Back now for the 11th race of the afternoon, the first half of the late Daily Double and the co-feature race today, the Roar Stakes, a 3-year-old event for $75,000. Scratch the 4 and 5, a field of 6. The favorites included 3, Garter and Tie, and 8, Bronzed.
Racing in the Roar. Slow to go was Release the Thunder. Quick to go was Gladiator King, who's headed off for the early lead. Up on the outside, Bronze moves to take second. Toward the rail, Take Command is out of there third. Back to fourth, Cafe Du Monde, and the favorites are toward the back of the field as Garter and Tie anyway, with Release the Thunder just to his inside. Down the backstretch they go, and with the advantage, Gladiator King and Reyes in front to half a length. Bronze poised to strike on the outside second. Here's Release the Thunder after a slow getaway all the way up into third. Racing into fourth is Cafe Du Monde. Back to fifth is Take Command. And last of all, Garter and Tie, who have to play his cards later in the hand through a 22 and 3 opening quarter. Around the far turn they go, and with the lead, it's still Gladiator King by a half a length. On the outside, Bronze is inching closer second. Cafe Du Monde is third. Up to fourth, while 3 wide, Garter and Tie is working awfully hard. Then Release the Thunder, who's toward the rail, and Take Command is last. They move past the quarter-mile pole. Gladiator King, surviving so far, leads the way by a half a length. From the outside, Bronze is taking his run from second. Up to third, Garter and Tie continues to close, and they're at the top of the stretch. With the advantage, Gladiator King, he puts away Bronzed. How much more punch does Garter and Tie have? He's down the center, and he's coming on now for Jeffrey Sanchez. Final 16th of a mile. Garter and Tie has the leader in his crosshairs. They come to the finish. It's Gladiator King. It's Garter and Tie. It's too close to call. Gladiator King fought to hold it, and he might have, with Garter and Ty right alongside. It'll take a photo at 123 and 4.
Tight finish to today's Roar Stakes, but in the end, number 7, Gladiator King, was gamest of all, and he gets another Gulfstream Park Stakes success. This one under jockey Leonel Reyes for Jaime Mejia and the Thoroughbred Champions Training Center. Jeffrey Sanchez had to work overtime on Garter and Ty. He just missed, and a heartbreaking loss. 12th and final race on turf at 1 mile. Maiden claimers in for $20,000. Scratch the 1, 13, and 15. Sammy Camacho on the 9, Wheeler 45. The 14 draws in. This was a wide open betting race.
And runners away. Wheeler 45, the first to break the line, joined by Pescacane and Live Like Larry. They're the first 3 out. Temple comes away racing in 4th and is moving 4 wide. 5 wide now dropping over is Sky D with Big Alex just to his inside. Just to their inside, Tiz Luna's on heels and fighting the rider. At the rail goes Art Object, and in the 2-path, Perfect Enough. Then comes Matarine. Paco has him down toward the rail and about 5.5, maybe 6 lengths off the lead, working a length and a half in front of Big Alex, who settles 3rd last. 2nd last, Perfect Beam, and Restart is last of all as they swing to the backstretch. The opening quarter was 24 and 1, and up front, the leader Pescacane and Victor LeBron by a neck. Out 3 wide now is Temple from between horses. That's Live Like Larry. Then it's back to Wheeler 45 in 4th. Down at the inside 5th goes Art Object. Wide on the course is Sky D. Tiz Luna has to move to keep his spot. Perfect Enough is next. 4 back to Matarine, then Restart to his outside. He's improved out of last. 2nd last now is Perfect Beam, and the trailer is Big Alex. That's the 13 of them, as there 12 of them as they swing to the far turn. With the advantage, it's still now a move. Up on the outside, making that move to take the lead is Temple, 3 wide and onto the front. Sky D tries to follow him all in. Pescacane, Wheeler 45 is next. Scrubbed on and hanging tough is Live Like Larry. They run to the top of the stretch. Live Like Larry battles on, and Live Like Larry puts a neck on top. Right back at him is Temple. These two shoulder to shoulder after 3 quarters in 112 and 2. Sky D down the center and coming on. 1/8 of a mile to go. With the advantage, it's now Temple and Jairo Rendon getting the better hedge of Live Like Larry, who's boxing on some more. Live Like Larry back for more. Here's the line. Photo finish. Let's go out on a bang and call it. Live Like Larry inside, battled on to win it in 137 flat.
No stronger rider in South Florida than jockey Edgar Zayas, and if you ever needed proof of it, just go back and watch this race. He literally carries number 7, Live Like Larry, home as he was working hard from the 3/8 to the wire, but he outgames and outguns number 12, Temple, to get the maiden diploma in race number 12 today. Trained by Safi Joseph Jr., Woodland Farms, the winning owner of this Son of Violence. Once again, Edgar Zayas on board for the winning ride. Second, number 12, Temple, and third was the 14, Sky D. Multiple winning tickets sold in the Rainbow Six. That yields a Easter Sunday Rainbow Six carryover of more than $330,000.
12 up, 12 down on this Saturday, April the 20th. We do it all again here tomorrow. Happy Easter, by the way, if you're celebrating. And hopefully you'll celebrate with us right here at Gulfstream. An 11-race card tomorrow, Easter Sunday. That begins at 1:15 p.m. I'm off the wager. Good night, everybody.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.